Hi, my name is Jael.
Hi, I'm Azet.
I'm Ziwi Ezekoli.
I'm Ifyaki Kiko.
Hi, I'm Maxwell Chen.
Hi, my name is Glenn. Hi, I'm Ava.
Hi, I'm Jada.
I'm Beth.
I'm Taya.
I'm Mia.
I'm Sochi.
Mandela.
Alicia. Naya. Hugo.
And I am Black in PUSD.
And I am Black in PUSD.
And I'm Black in PUSD.
I'm Black in PUSD.
And I'm Black in PUSD.
Hi, I'm Nene.
And I'm Ekene.
And we're the creators of Black in PUSD. For the past few months, we've brought awareness to the racism that Black students and other students of color have experienced in our community. But in honor of Black History Month, we want to switch things up a bit and show you guys the positive sides of being Black in PUSD.
With this project, we want people to be able to recognize that being Black is not a monolith. In our community alone, we have a diverse set of Black scholars, athletes, and artists with their individual sets of passions, and that's exactly what we'll be showing you today. So we hope you enjoy. In 5 words or less, what is it like being Black in PUSD?
I would say first, it's just like different. It's just kind of like always being the odd one out. But I would also say that it is a privilege because our community and our district does a really good job of making sure that we have all that we need to be successful.
Proving people wrong, you know, especially like all the Black stereotypes going on like in our school. You know, like Black people want us to like succeed academically or just like kind of every aspect of school. So every day when I walk into school, I feel like I just gotta like kind of prove them wrong and like just like kind of strive for greatness.
Life-changing. I went from a very racially exclusive place in northern Minnesota to a racially inclusive place. I got to I got to visit and connect with other Black people and other races, and it was beneficial for me.
How do you define Black excellence?
Black excellence is when African Americans, Black people, go outside the box and they defy the stereotype and they show the world how amazing they can be.
So for me, I define Black excellence as one being Black and being able to defy kind of the norms of what you're supposed to reach or what you're supposed to do. Because honestly, for me growing up, there wasn't really a lot expected from me. Like I was just expected to be there. I wasn't expected to do well in tests. I wasn't expected to, you know, beat a boy in a race or anything like that. So overall, I just define it as defying the stereotypes we have on ourselves, and despite all those things that we have against us, we're still able to succeed and reach our goals.
I define Black excellence as Black people do remarkable things in the community to change the narrative and benefit people of color.
So what makes you proud to be Black?
What makes me most proud to be Black is just like how diverse being Black is. I feel like everyone looks at Black as like one thing, but it's actually a really diverse array of things. For example, I'm African, Jamaican, and African American, so those are just 3 different types of Black, and I can just say from experience that they're all different, but they're all like equally beautiful. And I feel like we've been through a lot as a community, so the fact that we're still thriving and just like thriving through life is really like admirable.
What does make me proud to be Black? Like I don't know, like everything about it. Just like kind of the fight that all Black people have, the like where we've came from. Like we started from like the bottom kind of like in America, and like now we've kind of built our way up, but just keep going. It makes me really proud to like just be who I am.
Knowing that Black leaders have fought for what they believe in, and I could do the same thing.
What aspects of Black culture or the Black community do you enjoy the most?
I really enjoy being part of my Black Student Union at school because being part of that community, I'm able to make connections with other Black students who understand what it's like being in the minority, and I think I really cherish being part of that community.
Definitely rap music and sneaker culture. I love shoes and I love rap music, so.
I love it all, honestly. I can't even pick and choose. Like, I love the music, the food, mwah, delicious. I just love it all.
So what do you want to say to people who believe that Black people have to fit into a certain stereotype?
In general, I think that they have just like a racist mindset, and I think that they would need to rethink that because everyone's different in their own way, and I think that stereotypes and labels don't need to label them as that. Like, they don't need to fit into this category or that category. They're perfect just the way they are.
I would say that Black people don't have to fit in a certain stereotype. We come in all colors, we talk different. There's no one way to be black, and if you believe that, then it's kind of problematic.
Being a race is a part of you, but it's not your whole identity. So I don't think it's fair to expect all people of one race to have the same personalities or have the same interests, because like we all have so many different parts of us. So to like stuff us in one box based off of only one aspect of our identity is just really unfair, and it's really limiting.
Is there anything that you do in particular that you think is a black stereotype?
I just try to be me, but I guess you can say maybe there's some sort of thing with just black people being smart, you know. There's always a conception of, you know, black people not being smart as well, and I don't think that's right. With me going to Duke, I hope that breaks those kind of stereotypes of, oh, you have to be a certain race to be to go to like a fancy or high school like that, like Duke. And I know there's, you know, other stereotypes with other races, not just black, with that, and I think that's also wrong.
I think definitely like the music that I listen to, because I know like hip hop is like really huge within the black community, but like, you know, like I tend to kind of just like explore new things with also just like the books I read or like the things that I watch. I try to like be open-minded and like explore new things and not just stick to the things that like I'm supposed to watch or I'm supposed to do.
Well, when I was younger, kind of still today, people say I'm like whitewashed, I talk like white. I don't curse as much. It's like that type of stereotype that has to be like all hard and like hood, stuff like that. I don't really fit in that.
I like to bake. I don't really know if that's a very popular thing, but I like to bake and I like to do art. I know that there are some black artists out there and they're amazing, but I don't really see a lot of them.
I hate basketball. I'm sorry. I hate it. I don't play it. I can't play it. I can't shoot to save my life. And I listen to like a lot of different types of music. Like I listen to oldies music. I do listen to rap and hip hop, but I also kind of listen to country music. I also sometimes listen to like alternative like genres like rock and punk. So that's like very not stereotypically black. So just that as well.
What does it mean for you to be a black volleyball player knowing that there's a lack of representation in this hobby?
I think it's definitely challenging sometimes to not see representation in my sport, but I really cherish being able to look up to black coaches and professional players that look like me, because it really gives me something to look up to.
It's cool, because like skating's your own thing, so it's like you don't really notice it, but like if I'm really good and I can represent like black people as a skater, that's really cool to me.
I think I didn't notice it that much until I started looking back in hindsight. But for the most part, I kind of took it to my advantage because I knew that I didn't look like everyone else. So, you know, like living in Southern California and there just being so many dancers and us being close to LA and like the industry, I took advantage of the fact that like I didn't look like everyone else, so I was noticed quicker, and I always just told myself like they're gonna notice me because I'm black. I'm the only black person in here. I just have to keep their attention.
So in soccer, it's a predominantly white sport, as most people know. And for me, especially with my experiences growing up, I was usually the only black person on my team. And as soon as I would get on the field, the first thing the other team would say or the coach would say is, "Watch out, she's fast." And I was like, oh great, of course they only think I'm fast. So for me, it was like growing up with the stereotype that I was only supposed to be good at one thing, and that someone was just gonna pass me a ball and I was just supposed to run and try to, you know, be feisty, they would say, or be aggressive and all those things. So for me, it was just trying to show people that the color of your skin does not define your abilities overall, whether that be in school or like for me on the soccer field. So it kind of taught me to be like stronger, I guess, than what everyone else thought of me, and it made me focus even more on what other people thought I couldn't do. So if they thought I didn't have skills, I would work for probably 3 hours on my own with my dad, just working on skills all the time to show them that I'm not just a fast black girl on the field. Like, I'm a talented playmaker on the field, I'm a team player, I'm able to have a high soccer IQ. So overall, it's just taught me like, hey, you have these stereotypes on you as one of the few black people in the industry you're in, but that doesn't limit you to the abilities that you have.
Do you have any words of encouragement for Black students who are interested in participating in searching?
You know, like just prove people wrong. Like don't let the Black stereotype fit on you. I think it's like great to try new things, especially like things that people don't do. Just kind of like branch out and just try it out. It's hard at first, but like once you get used to it, it's really fun. So.
There's actually, I would say, a little bit more diversity in roller derby now than there was like when I first started, but I would say to like anyone that wants to start skating, just do it, you know? Like roller derby is oh my god, it's such a welcoming community, and everyone there is so sweet, so nice. If you have any issues, it probably will just be like petty drama. It rarely ever, never is race related. So it's like, trust me, like you'll have so much fun as long as you work hard, as long as you try your best, you will have so much fun, and everyone there will be super nice to you.
As long as you don't care about what people see you as long as you're learning and like trying to get better, then no one will really care, and there's nothing to be really scared of, except like maybe getting hurt, but like that's part of the skating, yeah.
What Black people or Black figures inspire you?
Ooh, I mean my dad, just because coming here from Cameroon, he was like the first in his family, and he did a lot, not only for us, but he still does a lot for the people that are back home, and I think that's really inspiring. And also my grandfather, because on my dad's side, because he put in a lot of work and a lot of investments into his children's future. And you know, my dad has like 7 siblings, which is a lot of people to take care of, but my grandfather did a great job, and I think that he really allowed them all to grow into great adults.
I'd say Martin Luther King, because he was a big leader in the civil rights movement. He played a big role in giving Black people a voice in society.
The Obamas, all of them inspire me so much, with Barack Obama being the first Black president and Michelle Obama being the first Black First Lady. They've shown what they can do for the world and for our country, and looking at their daughters and how they've excelled in their education and how they've basically paved the way for them to be successful is just amazing, and that whole family in general is just exactly what I want others to be like.
2 people that I really look up to is Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, just because of their will to want to win, be their best in and day out, and the will to want to make everyone around them better also.
One person that really comes to my mind when I think of someone very influential in just Black history in general, I think, you know, it's a little homage to my actual name, Mandela, who is Nelson Mandela. He was an advocate for civil rights in South Africa, because there was a lot of segregation, just like how we saw here in about, around, 60, 70 years ago. He really fought for change, and he was even put in prison for 27 years just doing the right thing. So that just shows you how much perseverance he had. I think that's why my parents saw that, and they were like, yes, I think we need to name our son after this great man, because he's done so many great things, and we want our son to be great, and that's what I strive to be every day. So that's definitely one person I look up to at all times, of course.
Being Black is not one-dimensional. We don't all look the same, talk the same, or act the same. We each have our own individual passions and experiences. Whether we throw a ball, write stories, or simply express ourselves in various ways, we each have something to offer. We are creative, intelligent, strong, resilient, and empowered by our shared identity. And it's these unique qualities that make us who we are. This is the true meaning of being Black in PUSD.